What's up, sons? It's Blind Red with Son of a Tech once again, and today we have yet another Talking Head video. I need to make a correction about a statement I made regarding Rethereum. It definitely does have a developer fund, a foundation fund, and that is thanks to being brought to my attention by Crypto Jago on Twitter. I made a mistake there, but it also brings up another point that I want to rant about a little bit, and that is the sneaky practice that a lot of developers utilize when talking about the amount of funds that are going into the developer wallets. So like I said, just a really quick overview here. I had a tweet from Crypto Jago here that did post a snippet from the white paper that I did miss, and I apologize for that, on Rethereum. So I went ahead and verified that. It is under number 8 on the white paper. It's issue allocation or issuance allocation, which goes on to say that one of the aspects of Rethereum's currency emission model is the issuance of coins to the foundation wallets. These are special wallets that belong to the initial team of developers and facilitators of the project. The purpose of these wallets is to fund the development, maintenance, and promotion of the network, as well as to reward contributors and supporters of Rethereum. In this particular case, the total amount of coins issued to the foundation wallets is 2.1 million RTH, which represents 1.68% of the total supply after 9 years. And here is where I take issue with the issuance allocation, and that is this practice that developers of cryptocurrencies utilize, where they state the percentage of whatever the foundation or the developers or whatever they want to call it, right, get based off of the total allocation further on down the line, 9 years, 10 years, whatever it may be. But when the scams take place, the actual amount, the percentage, is much higher. A really easy visual of this was the Ironfish statement surrounding their tokenomics. And I will say this, while Ironfish has terrible tokenomics, they do break it down to the point to where you are aware of how much is initially coming out. I mean, even them, they push it out 12 months to make it look better, because if you looked at it within the first 12 months, you'd say, oh man, this is extra bad. But you can see this, like the total distribution, they're like, oh, look at this, 83% is mining rewards. Yeah, but in the first year, it's really only 28%, and there's a whole bunch that's allocated to the foundation, etc. And that's no different here, right? 1.68% or 2.1 million RTH is a much higher percentage of the rate or of the actual circulating supply when we start to talk about it, right? So if I go into like markets, for example, and we go to RTH real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. This won't be fully indicative of it, right? But just to give you an idea, the total volume of RTH that's currently like in an exchange is only 67,248 in the exchange that has the most amount. So if you have 1.68% of the total, which is the 2.1 million, it's way above what's currently in exchanges. Right? And this is the thing when we talk about these proof of work currencies, it's very important, like I'll state again, if it's very hard to get scammed if you're mining and selling projects like this on a daily basis. However, in the case of RTH, it might not be profitable to do that. So some people might want to hold, but if you're going to hold, it's important to understand that the foundation controls a majority of the current circulating supply, and that can be a huge problem. And this is not just a problem with Rethereum or just a problem with Ironfish. Any cryptocurrency that's not fully fair launch, for example, anything that's not like, I guess, Caspa in most recent history that I can think of, where you got a fair launch where everybody can start mining it right off the bat, you're going to run into this issue. And so it's way above 1.68%, and that calculation is way off, and it's frankly deceptive, and I don't like that. And that's kind of where I sit. It's an issue that I've taken with a lot of cryptocurrencies that I really want to get off my chest. For the first 12 months after the network goes live, the foundation wallets will be locked and inaccessible. This is pretty common practice that they state. However, we have found in the past that there are workarounds around this. Even in most recent history, we figured out that, you know, from the perspective of Ethereum itself, with Vitalik getting rid of some of his Shiba Inu early on, it was evident that he was able to access that wallet, even though it was a multi-sig wallet, right? And in this particular case, they say no transactions involving these coins can be made during this period. I think that's for the first 12 months. So here's the kicker, right? If you're going to tell me that it's not accessible for 12 months, but then you want to put a representation of the percentage over 9 fucking years, then obviously we have a problem. You need to state clearly what the percentage of that will be after the 12 months, which is the 12 months when you unlock it, okay? Otherwise, your numbers make no sense anyways. Like, it's like, we're just gonna make it up so everything looks good, right? And you can adjust the numbers to make everything look better than it should. So this is what I wanna bring to your attention. We have an unlock after 12 months, but the 1.68% on Rethereum is not based after 12 months, is based at, or not based after, 12 months is based after 9 years. So the amount of circulating supply that the 2.1 million RTH will be much higher than the stated 1.68%, okay? So these are the manipulation tactics that a lot of these foundations utilize to trick people into thinking that, you know, it's a conservative number, when in fact it really is not a conservative number. And that does mean, in the case of something like RTH, your biggest threat as somebody that's holding on to it is that 12-month unlock period. But even then, you still have to trust that the devs actually can't unlock these funds. And as we've seen in the past, like I stated with Vitalik, that's not always true, right? This one does say that once the locking period ends, the coins will enter a soft unlock phase, where the final unlock of the funds can be done by invoking a smart contract. The soft unlock phase is designed to prevent a sudden influx of coins into the market, which could cause price instability and inflation. It also ensures that the foundation has a long-term commitment incentive to support and improve the network. The soft unlock phase also allows for some flexibility and adaptability, as the foundation can decide when and how to use the unlocked coins, depending on the needs of the priorities of the network. So there's no voting process going on here. It seems to be up to the devs solely on, you know, what these specific use cases could be. And that's not dissimilar from anything, you know, even if you have something like Caspa, where it's a donation run, a dev fund for specific things that go into certain buckets, it's still like, once you're in that specific thing, what does that go to? Does that go to, you know, developer salaries? What are all the different aspects of this? You know, how much is going to be allocated to salaries, right? Is it an inordinate amount, that sort of thing? These are the questions that need to be answered more clearly, I think, in white papers, especially if you're going to take the route of some sort of fund for foundations or developers, whatever it might be. So there's my rant. Got that off my chest. I made the correction for the mistake that I made. Apologies for that. Please hit the like, comment, subscribe, and notification bells down below. Don't forget, you can check out my daily moves at sonofatech.locals.com. You can also get a month free of supporter status over there by purchasing the crypto mining e-course at sonofatech.com. I will see you next Tuesday.